I need to my must roll by. Man, we moving top shits like Silverleaf and shit. Man, we full of that AI over here, man. Turn the link, twist. Have you ever seen more of a skunk of a human being? You can't say that you have. Yeah. What a fucking skunk of the earth, man. You know, it's not enough. You see, Reggie comes from the old school. He's not a new school guy. He comes from the old school where the respect level that you're supposed to maintain when somebody passes away is with the utmost respect. That's at least the era that we came from. Reggie's from the same fucking era. He ain't nothing but a couple of years older than me. He's like, what, 48, 50? I'm 46. When you come from that kind of fucking era, right? We had respect. When somebody died, that was the end of it, you know? You didn't continue on a tirade. Like, you see these kids now pissing on motherfuckers' graves and rapping and doing all kind of shit, talking about smoking packs and shit. Yo, that shit was out in the 90s and 80s, man. You couldn't do no shit like that back then. You would've got fucking smoked. Especially in Los Angeles. But this dude right here, he's getting paid by the citizens, you know, taxpayers, to protect and serve justice on those committing crimes. He's not supposed to be embellishing in crime himself. How would you like to know that somebody that was paid by taxpayers could threaten people's lives so easily? The citizens in which he's sworn to protect and serve. Even if they're committing criminal acts, he swears to an oath to first protect those, even those willing to harm themselves. Not Reggie Wright Jr. though. This skunk of the earth will go through every progression to threaten people, man. And as if their life is nothing like dust. Like as if he can replace a life as fast as he takes one. That's how he talks, that's how he speaks. With an absolute disdain for anything moral. But let me go one deeper. This fucking fat skunk of the earth just doesn't get enough. You know what I'm saying? He just continues on his little tirade. My first question is, where did you get $75,000 from on a cop's salary to buy Daz's Publishing, you fucking skunk? Where'd you get 75 G's from? Because in my opinion, when a man works a security job, right? That means that his life isn't really worth shit. He's willing to throw his life away for however many thousands a year he makes to protect another human being. That's, you know what I'm saying? That's a serious job, being a security. You could risk your life and end up on a gurney like everybody else. So if his life is only worth a few fucking pennies because he's willing to security guard somebody, right? Where the fuck did he get 75 G's to buy publishing from? Explain that to me. We know at the time in the 90s, a pig like you, Reggie Wright Jr., working for Compton? Are you kidding me? Compton. Budget is about this big. The Hub City sure wasn't paying, 75 racks a year, you fat piece of shit. So, that just let you know what kind of Judas we dealing with here. Man, I promise, like, people wonder why I often go in on Reggie and Gene. It's because they were sworn to protect and serve, and then these niggas want to have one foot in the hot water and one foot out. You know, they pigs on this side, they thugs over here. Man, fuck all that. How could you trust a snake like that? You can't, because the moment he get pinched, he's a cop again and he's taking your ass to jail. Period. Facts, point blank. If you learned anything about the Rampart scandal, you know, you seen that's what they did for years. People was pinched in a no-win situation, risking 30, 40, 50 years in prison with no way out, until it was discovered that these skunks was playing half pig, half thugs. Watch how easy it is and minuscule someone's life is to a Reggie Wright fucking loser.
Okay, Reggie. Today, obviously, everybody found out that Russell Poole passed away. What did you hear about this? First of all, and second of all, what's your reaction to it?
Yeah, I heard about it. It's kind of, you know, I have a little, it's a good day for me because I believe in karma, and you know, all these people that keep coming out with these bull craps. First with the Michael Moore, then the Frank Alexander, and now Russell Poole. All these people are just dropping dead. But I don't, you know, ain't predicting no death on anybody, but they better get themselves right. They all dying like flies around here.
Now you see, that's the first time I noticed this skunk held somebody's life like in a minuscule way. I said, God damn. You know, Reggie is a motherfucking character. That nigga come from a broke ass city like Compton. And I mean a broke ass city. You say what you want. Compton got the killers. We understand it's this and that. Compton used to be a suburb once upon a time. But skunks of the earth like Reggie Wright Jr. And, you know what I'm saying, crooked politicians fucked that city off a long time ago. When I was a kid in the 80s, when my Uncle Fred and Aunt Leslie got married, when I went to Compton, it was a nice city. We're talking about in the 80s. We're not even talking about the 90s. In the 80s, Compton was a suburb, man. Even though it was prominent black families in Compton, it was a suburb. It was a good city. By the 90s, Compton was towed all the fucking way back. Towed back. Welfare, 3 strikes law, Bill Clinton, all that shit fucked Compton up. Reggie Wright, Sr. and Jr. I mean, come on, man. Compton was a suburb. Just remember I said that till these fools came along. Then, you see how they hold other police officers' lives minusculely. Poole? That nigga was a police officer. He still talk about him like that. But now, an artist who's made him tons of publishing money. He living in the Kajunga Hills, Tajunga, Kahunga, wherever the fuck you live, man. Live in goddamn Palos Verdes, some funny shit. You and your wife live up in the hills securely where a motherfucker can't find your big, fat, stupid, sloppy ass. And then threaten motherfuckers from a distance. You know what I'm saying? Reggie, karma is a motherfucker, bro. You just had the COVID-19 ravish your fat ass. Damn near paraplegic. And you still threatening people's lives. You probably still got that power, don't you? You probably still got that power. That's why David Mack went to jail and stood on his head, as they said. Didn't mention one word about anybody. Same with Raf Perez. Because you know shit about people that others just don't know, and they didn't roll over on your big, stupid, fluffy ass. But peep how this fat pig rolls over on Daz.
But Daz, hey man, shout out. Daz always like to be the one to say that he sued Death Row. Well, what happened was he did file a lawsuit. All they had to do was bring my agreement with him to show that I bought everything with him from him for $75,000. And that's where Suge playing lawyer and just didn't respond. But Daz forget, Death Row and Suge went through a bankruptcy. So any judgment you got, as you say, that paperwork, that judgment that you think you got, you know it's been dissolved. I'm sure your attorney, any bankruptcy attorney will tell you that it's no good anymore. And so, and I wasn't in the bankruptcy. So that buyout between me and you was still good. But yeah, Daz did get a judgment for $25 million because Suge had just got that $100 million judgment from Harry-O, and he was like, shit, f it. But neither one of them will ever saw a red cent from it. And that's what's going on with that, with Daz. But I wonder what Daz was talking about. Y'all remember when he was showing y'all those fake checks online, talking about he was getting all this publishing money and stuff? Y'all remember those days? And then in the next breath, he's telling y'all paperwork was forged. Reggie and Alan Grumblock and all of them did all of this bad stuff to him. Where my buyout pretty much only covered Death Row times when it was with Interscope. So anything after that will be between you and E1 and Koch. But unfortunately, Death Row went through a bankruptcy. And Suge went through a bankruptcy. And all of that got deleted and wiped out. But, as you always say, and you know, and I'm like that, and I hope you keep teaching people that, and that's what I want people to teach artists about that 35-year rule. And I think it's called the reversion or something like that. Law, keep teaching that, keep preaching that, and in 5 to 7 years, you will be doing good. If you live that long.
If you live that long. If you live that long. If you live that long.
It's just, I keep telling people God don't like ugly. So I hope people learn a lesson from this. The next person probably is going to be is R.J. Bonds. But I don't, ain't predicting no death on anybody, but they better get themselves right and stop with all of this bullcrap that they've been promoting, because, boy, they all dying like flies around here.